Alrighty, everybody, what is going on? Today is Friday, December 6th, and I'm recording another episode of this podcast. It's all about being your best self. It's called Best Self Academy, and if you don't know me, I'm your host. I'm Hunter, and I'm excited. So I prepared a few things to talk to everyone about today, and just want to say, I just got back from a vacation over in Europe and Austria, and it was amazing. It was a great time. So that being said, there's been a little bit of a break of episodes not being uploaded. However, on my social media, there's still been a lot of content about, being your best self. So I'm excited to, be here, be stable, and just get a lot of episodes out. So let's go to end the year strong. So really, I want to talk to you guys about three things today. I'm doing this episode solo, and within these three topics, I'm going to be quoting, three very successful self-improvement entrepreneurs and athletes and even actors. So, with that being said, the very first topic I want to talk to everyone about is normally when I, am working with a client, it's all based upon the client's needs. And normally when I start off working with someone, one of the first things that I want people to do is, really start with knowing the definition of success based upon your current situation. So, starting with success, starting with knowing what success is. Now, what the heck does that mean? That means, based upon your age, your current situation, your desires, what exactly success means to you. And that also includes for the rest of your life. For example, if financially you don't have your dream home yet, that would be, really identifying that you want to have your dream home, and where. It just depends like where you're at in your journey. If it's health or fitness goals, it's tailor made. So really tailor making or customizing a definition of success. For some people, it's just freedom of fear, freedom of worries. For others, it's mainly financial. But the thing is it's very important to know that because when you know exactly what success means and what it means to be that best version of yourself, it brings a lot of clarity, brings a lot of purpose. And another thing it brings is conviction. And when we have conviction, we truly are unstoppable. Now, to quote the very first person today, I'm going to quote an actor that's very well known named Matthew McConaughey. Huge Texas football fan. He's always at the games. He's all over Sports Center. So you might be able to recognize that name now. But, you know, I wanted to talk about a current situation in his life. So, he his father was expecting him to go to law school. And he had to, go have a conversation with his father and say, hey, I'm not going to go to law school. I'm going to go to acting school. I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to move out to Hollywood and do it. And I believe I can do it. And I know I'm supposed to be doing this. And when he told his father, that how he's going to skip law school, he told him with a lot of conviction. And at first, the father, wasn't easy for him to accept it, but eventually he got over it. And, obviously the actor Matthew McConaughey was able to prove to him from the very start, really, that he was a great actor. And I give you that reason because we can't half-ass things. We have to have conviction about it. And when we know exactly what success means to us and what the best version of us looks like, we're then able to have more conviction and more purpose. And I really feel like it all starts there. So, whether you're trying to take the next step of manifesting or hitting a new goal, it's really important to sit down with the pen and paper and just write it out what success means to you, and what specific things you're going for. And it's even more powerful to have a certain time frame in it. Is this going to take 6 months, 3 years? Like realistically, what is it going to take? So that was the very first thing I want to talk to everyone about. The second thing was, escaping mediocrity. And, I truly believe that it's all of our moral obligation to be the best versions of ourselves. And we all have so much potential to be so great, and we need to avoid mediocrity. I think it's very common nowadays to be mediocre in all areas of life. Um, and just what I wanted to say was, I think we all inside of us, we want to be great. We want to be successful. It's just a feeling that we have inside of us. And no one wants to crawl through life. No one wants to be second, even when we're children, we want to win everything, we want to be winners. And I feel like success and achievement truly is the goal of our life. And no one likes to live in mediocrity. People might act like it, but deep down in our hearts, like no one wants to be mediocre. We want to be great. And um, I had an experience where I prayed to God, why he wants me to do such hard things and be examples to other people and, have courage and um, really just why do I have to be great? Why do I have to do all these hard things? And what he told me was is that he doesn't want me to be mediocre. He wants me to be someone special. He doesn't want me to be like other men. And I truly believe that's the case for, all of us here on the earth, that we need to escape mediocrity and become great. And another person I wanted to quote was Andy Frisella, the owner of First Form, and his quote is that it is our moral obligation to be the best versions of ourselves. And he's always talking about that on his podcast, Real AF. It's such an amazing podcast. It's life changing. I love it. And he's also the creator of 75 Hard. And if you don't know what First Form is, it's a huge supplement company. But really, you have to think to yourself about mediocrity. Like with a person in my situation, how are they being mediocre? And how can I avoid being mediocre? What would I need to do to be great? I thought of this when I first got married, like what would an average, you can average mediocre, almost the same thing. I was like, what would an average husband do? You know, and I felt like I wrote some stuff down, like, I don't know, average husband would go on date night like once a month, get her flowers like once in a while, um, just be super chill. And I had made the choice and I'd already decided that I want to be a great um, husband, because that's what success is to me, that area of life, being a husband and family. I want to be great in that. And the idea came to my head that a great husband needs to take his wife out on a date every single week. A great husband needs to get his wife flowers, not just on Valentine's Day or those special holidays, but like frequently. And that's kind of up to you to decide what it was, um, or what it is. I started doing it weekly, but flowers be expensive nowadays. No, I'm just kidding. But you can do it weekly. You can do it every other week, monthly. I don't know. It's totally up to you. But that's kind of a real life example of, asking yourself, what would a mediocre person do in the situation, and how can I overcome that? So it's good to get a journal and write and just think about that for a little bit. But the third thing that I wanted to talk about today was just believe. Believe you can and you will. So it's a phrase. Um, and I kind of started to apply this as a affirmation, believe you can lose 50 pounds and you will lose 50 pounds. So like just like a affirmation's a phrase that you can repeat every day that will, allow you to just continually think about your goals and what you want to do. But I know it's kind of cringy, but there's like the part in the Bible, and like everyone knows that, believe you can move mountains, and you really can. Um, it's so true though. I mean, not many people believe they can move mountains. So as a result, not many people do. And I think it's best to apply that to something else, right? Like not many people believe they can marry their dream wife. And as a result, not many people do, or, with financial, whatever you want to apply to it. So I think that's kind of a little bit of proof that, you know, you really can achieve so many things if you can just believe. You have to just believe. So specifically, I want to share that third one with you because it's an affirmation. And if you're familiar with other affirmations, like I'm in the process of attracting my ideal client, I've decided that, I'm going to get attract 10 more clients before December 25th, before the year ends. A third one can be, it feels great knowing that I'm contacting 50 people a day and I'm moving closer and closer to um, having my dream set of 10 clients. So there's so many affirmations out there, but the reason why I like this one is believe, really believe you can and you will, but you fill in the part, the blank after can. But I love this affirmation because it's true. I don't like affirmations that are fake, right? If you're skinny and you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, no, if you're fat, if you're super fat and you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, I'm skinny, I am little, I am thin, those affirmations I don't like. I don't believe in those. But I do believe if you're looking in the mirror and you say, I'm in the process of losing weight, I'm in the process of feeling skinny, of getting skinny. I've decided that I'm going to get skinny. Believe, believe I can lose 50 pounds and I will. I believe that I'm in the process. So just like adding that word believe can be another affirmation to just kind of like mix it up that way you can generate, more positive thoughts, positive vibes, vibration to try to attract more of your goals. But those were the three things, and just a little quote by that is honestly Conor McGregor. Like, I think of Conor McGregor and I think of belief. Like that dude, just because of his story, where he grew up at. Um, he was so poor, he had nothing. His wife was still with him when he was a nobody, and everything that, all the things that he's been able to accomplish. I know there's a lot of Conor McGregor haters out there nowadays, but still, like the things that he's been able to accomplish, absolutely amazing. And, one of his quotes is he says, "My success isn't a result of arrogance. It's a result of belief." So my success isn't a result of arrogance. It's a result of belief. And there's another one by him where he's like, believe it will happen. And if you can see it up here, like it'll happen. It's like a viral clip of him saying that on like TikTok or YouTube or something, or after winning a fight. But it's so true, man. Like if you believe it wholeheartedly and you do things that work for you, that help you and remind you of that belief, then there's no way that you can fail. It's just you need to just keep that belief in mind, keep those positive things in mind, and keep everything going. So those were the three things, just to recap, starting with what success means to you, escaping mediocrity. And then the third thing was believe you really can and you will. So, man, I hope everyone has an amazing day. It's been an amazing morning for me. I was able to get up again at 4 a.m. and have a solid workout and do my structure, do my routine, come to the office to get some work in. And I hope everyone has a blessed weekend, a safe weekend. Um, and you guys can just be the best versions of yourselves every single day and do what you need to do to um, become that. So the call to action, the invitation for this episode is just going to be, customize your definition of success to you right now. Make a list, number it. The number one thing for me to be successful is blank. And just really sit down and make sure everything is updated, right? It's like our iPhones, they just have to be updated once in a while, and our goals and our aspirations need to be updated too, because we're living in a constant changing world. Our goals are, everything's going to change. We grow, stuff happens. So that's the invitation to everyone today, is just define that definition of success for you, especially as the year is ending, and go hard for this month until the month ends, and then once the new year starts, really dial in what success means to you, and hit those new year's resolutions. Crazy time is flying by, everybody, but thanks so much for giving this episode a listen. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys soon.